Hello everyone, what's up? This is gonna be my first movie review, and I would like to respectfully tell everyone that everything I'm about to say is my opinion. An opinion can be different. So, if my opinion isn't the same as your opinion, that is perfectly okay, because it's my opinion. So anyway, today I am going to review To All the Boys I've Loved Before 2. And I took notes because I'm never going to remember all of this from my memory. And we'll start with the good stuff. Don't worry, there's not a lot of it. So, in the beginning, I thought it was pretty good. It was kind of cute. I like how she kept trying on different dresses and stuff. That is basically me every time I'm about to go out somewhere. Not that I go out, I go off with my friends sometimes. So, that was kind of cute. And then when her sister told her to take a shower and stuff, like, that was nice. It was nice in the beginning and, all that stuff. Also, her and Peter's relationship is very good in the beginning. It's very cute. They're very nice to each other and very honest. I'm just gonna hold my tongue on that part real quick. And they're the typical TV couple in the beginning. The costumes are really good. Laura Jean's outfits are amazing. The backgrounds are very nice creatively and they're very well made, and yeah, I could tell a lot of effort was put into the backgrounds and the costumes and the hair and all that stuff. I wish I had Laura Jean's hair instead of my hair that refuses to do anything I want it to do. And the one good thing Laura Jean ever did as a girlfriend is when she told Peter about the letter that John Ambrose McLaren sent back to her. The one good thing she did was tell him about the letter. That was probably the best thing she ever did as a girlfriend. Everything else she did was absolute trash, but that was the one good thing. Peter's response was not good either, but well, at least we got one good thing out of it. And there was a random carnival. So I love theme parks. I just love any amusement park, theme park. Anything that has a roller coaster in it, I love. So when they threw in a random carnival scene, that was probably the best part of the movie for me. And I just love theme parks stuff. You know what? They should have just spent the whole movie at the theme park. The two MVPs of the movie were Stormy and John Ambrose McLaren. Like, no one else. Everyone else was complete garbage. These two. Okay, Stormy was your typical old lady in a movie. She was salty and sweet, and she was spicy, I guess, and she had a lot of boyfriends in the past and stuff. You're like, oh, you wouldn't expect that from an old lady. She stole the scene in every single scene she was in, and she had the greatest lines. And John Ambrose, I kind of have a bias because I kind of like Jordan Fisher and everything he's been in so far. He was great. He was really mature, unlike Peter. Very honest, very slow with Laura Jean. He didn't pressure her into being with him. He just kept the flow going. He was really nice and stuff, and that was pretty good on his part. But we all know they weren't gonna end up together. If you have two main characters and one of them's a boy and one of them's a girl, it always ends up with them being together. It's never gonna change. Hopefully. I hope to make that change eventually. So, after the treehouse scene, after they have an argument about pizza, I'll get into that later. Laura Jean goes to confront John Ambrose about lying to him about her and Peter being together. And it's a okay scene for an apology scene. She's more of I'm sorry I didn't tell you. I know I should have told you maybe so you wouldn't get any ideas, but oh, poor me. And he's like, it's okay, I feel kind of dumb about it, but I'm sorry. And they're good at the end. Not that that lasts long. I also love the Thanksgiving scene. I am a big family person. I have a big family myself. So any scene that involves like family and just being together and making fun of each other, that I always love those scenes. Yeah, that's mostly a biased opinion. And probably in my top 2 good scenes that there was Laura Jean and Jen. Like, by the end of the scene, they don't become like friends again. They have a mutual connection to each other that just can't end no matter what, because like the friendship still is there, but they don't want to be friends anymore. It's very nice. Like, it's a very good message that while you won't stay friends with everyone for long, you still feel that connection to that person. So yeah, I like that. And that's all the good stuff that was in this movie, because everything else was complete other terrible things. So first off, the forks. In the beginning, Peter, if I can remember his name, Peter takes Laura Jean to a restaurant where there's 2 forks. And he throws one off the table because like, I have my backup fork right here because that's why they give you 2 forks. No, Peter, that's not why they give you 2 forks. They give you 2 forks because they use both of them for separate reasons. I'm not a fork utensils expert. And just throwing them around the restaurant is plain rude. And no one found it funny. Not even your own girlfriend found it funny. So back off, Peter. And maybe you shouldn't throw utensils around a restaurant. And it's also slow. Like, a snail could go faster than the pacing of this movie. Like, I'm not asking for it to be like fast, like jump, 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 jump around. Just like a good medium pace. But it's always so slow. Like, Laura Jean. Can I blink now? And yeah. And the lantern scene. She's like, it might sound sweet, like, oh, I just don't want this to end. She's already asking for the relationship to be over before it even began, so I don't understand her whole thing. Like, I don't want this relationship to be over. I don't want it to end. But I'm already telling you I'm thinking of us breaking up, so maybe that's just like a spoiler for the future. I don't know, maybe. Yeah. And when you say you promise to not break someone's heart, you know it's gonna happen. Because, like, no one can ever not break someone's heart. Someone's broken my heart before. Not, like, in a dating sense, but, like, I've gotten hurt. Everyone gets hurt at one point. And just saying you're not gonna hurt someone, it automatically means you're gonna hurt that person. Because someone always is gonna hurt you, no matter if you want to or not. And it's sad, but it's true. And then when John Ambrose's letter comes, Laura forgets about Peter like 5 seconds after she gets the letter. Like, she can write love letters, but normal letters, no. Those she can't do. But love letters, she can write. It's kind of insulting to her boyfriend, who she says she doesn't want to break up with, but immediately forgets about once another boy sends her a letter, and she can't even respond to that boy without saying she loves him, basically. So this relationship is already doomed from the start. And when Peter didn't show up at the restaurant, she gets annoyed at him when he has a perfectly good excuse. He says, oh, my coach doesn't let us text, and I have to play on all the games for, I don't know, old kid reasons. And she's like, how dare you be late? How dare you listen to your coach, you idiot? And it's not his fault. Okay, Peter is not a saint during this movie, but he at least has a good excuse for why he did not show up. Okay, Laura Jean's sister Kitty, she's way more annoying than I remember. She was so annoying, like, just because I got my sister and her boyfriend together means I can automatically tell which couples are going to be meant for each other forever. That's just annoying. That's an ego. That's an ego. And her ego is like, and by the end, she doesn't even realize she has an ego. She's just annoying. And it's sad, because I liked her in the first one, and now she's just not fun in this one. And Peter plagiarizes, I think that's the word. Peter decides to go and steal another poet's poem. Maybe, you know what would have been better? If he's like, okay, so I found this poem, it reminds me of you, and I'm gonna say it to you. But nope, instead he's like, I wrote this poem for you because I love you. My dear, sweet, star-struck Laura Jean. And, yeah. It's just, And Laura Jean is probably the most anxious girlfriend I have ever known. And I'm hearing you, people out there like, Isabel, you don't have a boyfriend. You're not a girlfriend. How would you ever possibly know what a girlfriend must be thinking like? Well, because I have siblings and aunts and uncles and a mother. I may not have a relationship myself, but I've seen other people have them, and she is way overthinking it. Like, this might be a real problem, like, for every first he's having he's having his second, because he already had a girlfriend. But he still chose you. Wait. Yeah, he still chose Laura Jean over Jen. He didn't go, Jen, I wish I was still with her. No, he was crazy about Laura Jean, but she doesn't seem to get that memo until the very end. And the car scene just speaks for itself. The car scene is just so uncomfortable. I don't even need like a whole 5 minutes to talk about it. It's just uncomfortable. But the car scene is just really uncomfortable, and yeah, it's just Laura Jean doesn't tell John Ambrose about her and Peter being together. First off, when you're in a relationship, I think it is important to let everyone else know you're in a relationship so they don't get any ideas. So Laura Jean, she likes John Ambrose. No, he's alright, kid, you know. They're rekindling their friendship or whatever the heck they are. And she knows he likes her. So instead of her politely just saying, oh, me and Peter are together, hope you can respect that. I hope you aren't too hurt by it, and I'll just go on with my day. No, she just continued to lead him on. Like, well, I know Peter still, but, like, we're not together or anything, you know. And he's like, she's just, like, leading him on. Like, that's so rude to the person and to herself. Like, and to Peter. She's just being rude to everybody, basically. And there was an entire argument about pizza, about who should bring the pizza, because if Peter brought the pizza, that meant he and Laura Jean threw the party together. So what? She threw a party with another guy. She threw a party with another friend. That doesn't make any sense. If she's just throwing a party, it's not like she's saying I'm going on a date with this guy. Like, again, I don't know how relationships work, but I have witnesses of I've witnessed relationships. And I know that, like, that's kind of stupid. Or maybe it's not, but it doesn't seem like you would get upset about pizza. Okay, so I personally understand what Jen was going through the entire thing, and wanting to talk about it with someone else who understands what you're going through. It's perfectly reasonable and a very justified excuse for talking to your ex or someone else who might understand what's going on. Not to Laura Jean, though. She just flips it around and be like, she's just trying to prove that no matter what, you'll always choose her over me and blah, blah, blah. Like, seriously, Laura Jean's mother died. Out of anything, she should be one of the most understanding right now. But instead, she just flips it around and make it all about her. And, yeah, it's just she's just so frustrating and selfish in this movie that I don't even like her. Okay. Okay. Peter lies about Jen taking the video. So Peter knew that Jen took the video of them in the hot tub. And Laura Jean even mentioned this earlier, and he denied it. And he's like, oh, I just want to protect you because... Okay, his intentions were good, but that is not good. Like, that's one of the things I hate most about relationships in movies is that they always lack communication. Like, why can't people just ever talk to each other? It's, like, illegal in movies. Like, should we talk about our problems or just ignore them and then yell at each other later about them? Yeah, let's do that. And it's just so frustrating and annoying. I'm probably going to rant about this for a while. So we're going to skip that and move on. And I'm going to make another video about relationships in movies and TV shows because they all suck, basically. Except for the few good ones. And this is not one of those good ones. And when Laura Jean finds out that originally Peter was waiting for Jen in the hot tub before she got there, she gets so mad. Lady, you two weren't even dating yet. So you're telling me that you were waiting for your ex-girlfriend in a hot tub when we were trying to make her jealous so that way I wouldn't have to reveal my actual crush on some guy. You traitor! They weren't even dating. She shouldn't even be mad about that. They're dating now. Like, I understand if it was while they were dating, but before, when it didn't even matter, that's stupid. Okay. This is my problem with every high school grown up, I don't care, movie, romantic comedy, I don't even care. Every first relationship is the relationship you're gonna have for the rest of your life. And well, okay, maybe sometimes you'll end up with the same person you met, like in high school. But 9 out of 10 times that does not happen. You do not end up with the guy you meet in high school. You break up. You move on. You might date 10 other guys to find the right one for you. You do not always stay with the one guy you met in high school. But in all these movies, this one included, it makes it seem like a big deal. Like, this is the one you're going to end up with after college, after marriage, after children. This is the one you're going to spend your entire living being with. But that's not realistic there, buds. You are, maybe sometimes. Like, my grandparents, for example, met in high school and got married and had my mom and my aunts. But other times, you don't. You don't. You break up. You be stupid. You meet other people. But in these types of movies, it's always the one you will spend the rest of your being with. And it's just so annoying and Anyway. Also, that weird music scene when she was upset about the breakup was kind of off because it was kind of weird. Because was she singing it? Was she not? Was it all in her head? It was just really weird. So I'm not even going to get into that. And then the random snow in March. Really? Like, where do they live again? I know it's in the United States, but where? It's just so random how it just starts snowing and then they start making out in the end. And that was a terrible transition, by the way, from them to the treehouse, and it's just so bad. Like, I'm not trying to make this movie sound terrible, because there were good parts and good characters in some scenes, but then it's like so frustrating because they don't communicate at all. Because communication in TVs and movies don't exist because we need drama. But anything that's dramatic can be solved with a quick conversation, which they don't ever do. And then them always lying to each other, it's just frustrating beyond compare. Like, I get it, maybe it wasn't so easy to talk about it. Maybe because she was focused on another guy too. Yeah, that's understandable, I guess. But if they're gonna make it seem like this is the person you're gonna end up with for the rest of your life in these types of movies, at least make the relationship seem like it's gonna last their entire lives. Because doing things like that does not make it seem like they're ever gonna get married or go past college. Because I know trust and truth are two big important factors in a relationship. And they have zero trust for each other and zero telling the truth to each other. So if you're going to make this relationship seem like it's going to go past high school, then at least make it believable. Like, so I'm a little annoyed. I did not like this movie as much as I wanted to. And she's really just playing both of them. Like, Laura Jean's the real bad guy of this series. She's like keeping Peter over here and then John Ambrose over there to keep her options open. And like all that happily ever after stuff she was talking about, that's even I know that's not possible with a first relationship, and I don't even have a relationship. I know that probably the first boyfriend I'll ever have, I'm probably gonna break up with him in like a year or less. Because first relationships don't always last, and I hate it when they make these movies make it like it seem like it's going to. But anyway, that's just my opinion. There were some good scenes with Stormy and John Ambrose. I love them. I love the Thanksgiving scene. And then there was that whole terribleness with Laura Jean and Peter. This is my first movie review, so it's obviously not going to be like the best thing ever. It's probably going to be a little messy in some areas, and like I might have gone off topic or something. And yeah, but I tried my best. I hope you guys enjoyed, and please tell me your thoughts on the movie. And yeah.